thing. I love
Here we
this.
go. Down into the depths of Romper Room with second graders.
Hey, what's with you today, Anon?
What's with him today? Well, he believes ink,
Nothing, I
paper,
just
and glue
like
molecules
John.
author technical
I don't like a
instruction
zealot on
manuals,
this show.
blueprints. That's what he believes. That's what's wrong with him. He believes ink, paper, and glue molecules can author technical instruction manuals and blueprints, and something can come from nothing. Other than that, he has no problems.
Nobody said something can come from nothing.
I never did say that. I said
doesn't have
everything
to say
could
it.
have been here
He doesn't
forever.
have to say it. A communist doesn't have to say that he's a communist to be a communist, right? It's implied, it's default. To be a communist, you have to have certain characteristics, right? You don't have to say it, what a communist is. Just say communist. I'm a communist. So what does that mean?
Yeah, like a religious nutball, like you. Yeah. You don't have to say it. We know you're not. You say you're not a Christian, but we know you're a religious nutball. Yeah, sure.
Right. That's what you are. You're projecting.
Yeah. I was gonna say
right?
that too.
You're projecting. Belief without evidence. That's your mantra.
Oh, I would like to clear up something Anon did.
You believe in Peter and Paul from 2,000 years ago. What the hell are you talking about evidence?
You believe in ink, paper, and glue molecules, authoring technical instruction manuals and blueprints.
I don't.
People in glass houses, brother.
Hi, Tanner Aldi. How you doing?
Hey there.
Good to have you.
Oh, hey, I'm in the chat. I was just joining. I am a globe skeptic and a big fan of the show. Thanks for having me on. I'm just gonna hang out if that's all right.
Yeah, pleasure to have you.
What's up, man?
Had a full panel.
I would like to clear something. I would like to clear up something Anon did say, and that we need to probably address because it has come up multiple times. Anon said the world has always existed, so he's fallen into flat earther and slick and all that stuff. So I know. I'm just going to clear it up. That probably needs to be addressed because it's going to keep coming up, and he's going to keep saying it.
Keep saying it. Why? He doesn't have any support. In fact, he stands in direct contradiction to the laws of thermodynamics. How many times I got to go over this?
Because it doesn't make sense. You're a retard. You can say it as much as you want. It still doesn't.
I'm a retard and you believe something
second law of thermodynamics, but you go, oh, it's my God, it's supernatural. It's outside the second law of thermodynamics.
Supernatural. Well,
That's
define
you.
supernatural. Let's define supernatural. What is supernatural?
Your bullshit fundy belief. That's what that is.
Here we go again. He can't even define a word.
Yeah, here we go.
What does the prefix super mean?
Above.
That's right. Above natural, right? What is natural?
No shit. Don't patronize me, you douchebag.
So above and beyond natural. What is natural?
Anon, why are you being so aggressive? Why are you being so aggressive about this? I don't get it.
You don't get my problem with John. Is that a real question?
You had a problem with the kid earlier. You called him an idiot.
No, I didn't call him an idiot. I said, oh God, here we go. We don't have time for this. And guess what? I was right. You can't talk to a 4-year-old. It's like, there's no point. Just kick him and call it a day.
Yeah, we're talking to one right now.
And plus, it's a minor. You don't want to talk to him.
I mean,
just kick him.
As somebody with kids, is that how you would treat them?
I wouldn't want some random people on the internet talking to my kid and telling him. That's why I said, let's hang up, kick him, call it a day. That's what I said. I don't want to talk to a minor.
But we're not his parents. We can't make him come on here. We didn't do that.
But we can kick him.
Why are you diverted? All I'm saying is...
Yeah, we've diverted away from the topic.
Exactly.
So, we already defined the super part. It means over and above natural. What is natural?
Physical world.
Right.
Things you find in nature. I don't know.
Right, the physical world. So we could define that as anything that has chemical formula structure, charge, mass, momentum, or spin, or kcals, kilojoules, or milli electron volts. Is that fair?
You forgot Gauss.
Is that fair?
Supernatural.
Answer the question.
Supernatural is just.
Hold on.
You forgot Gauss.
Hold on. I didn't hear what Anon said. What did you say? You forgot what?
Gauss.
Goss?
You know, what you use electromagnetism. Yeah.
Oh, Gauss. Okay, fine.
Gaussian curvature. What the heck? What are you talking about?
I didn't say anything about curvature, goofball. Listen.
Goofball. It's not what your sister said.
It's not. It's descent. The point John's making is that stuff that's got physicality, you can measure, you can give it a value, like weight, or charge, or spin, or whatever you like. But if you're talking about supernatural, you can't.
Right. So do we agree on that definition? Chemical formula, structure, charge, mass, momentum, or spin, or energy, kcals, kilojoules, or millielectron volts. Is that fair?
Nothing you say is fair, but sure, go on. Where's
I didn't hear. I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
We got an agreement. Yes, he's agreeing. He's
agreeing. Spin and charge with your Jesus? Where's that?
He's in agreement that that's a fair assessment of what natural is. So we got above and beyond the physical and natural, correct? And you say that doesn't
like
exist.
Jesus. Yeah.
And you say that doesn't exist,
Jesus.
right?
Yeah, like Jesus.
Okay, like truth,
logic, hold on, John.
Yeah.
You are talking over each other, so I don't know if you've actually got an agreement. Just ask him again.
Is there? Do we have an agreement?
Yes.
What
yes.
supernatural
yes.
is?
We do have an agreement. For example, Jesus.
Oh, just a yes or no question.
Right. Got it. No. I would like to clarify it. Like Jesus. Yeah.
Like, listen to him. Like Jesus. Okay, we know what supernatural is, right? And you don't believe in the supernatural, correct?
Continue your nonsense.
Asking a question. Do you believe in the supernatural?
I don't know. I don't believe in it. I have not seen anything that's supernatural.
Fine.
Okay.
Everything I've seen works in nature.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Could it be? Maybe.
That's fine. Okay. We already defined the characteristics of nature. So does truth, logic, information, time, thoughts, and math exist?
Yeah.
Well, they are by definition supernatural because they don't have chemical formula, structure, charge, mass, momentum, or spin, or kcals, kilojoules, or millielectron volts. So you just contradicted yourself. Or you have to deny the existence of the list I just mentioned.
You just listed a bunch of things and said that this is my container of natural, and you open up another container that's natural. Like this is natural, but now you're contradicted yourself. No.
Okay.
Mathematics is two apples fall down and another apple falls down next to it. And
I can't hear you. I'm not talking about apples. Truth, logic, information, time, thoughts, and math. Do they exist?
They exist.
They exist. They are supernatural, immaterial by definition. So you just violated the law of non-contradiction.
If it's in nature, it's natural. If it's in nature,
you just violated the law of non-contradiction. You're holding two mutually exclusive truths at the same time. I just explained it to you. That's just that easy. If you shut your pie hole, you would have heard it.
He won't. He'll talk over you. This is what they do when people have this issue and they don't understand something, or in this case, what they're expressing is a violation of the law of non-contradiction. They'll just talk over you. They won't listen.
Right. He's done. Why are you even still on the panel?
John, listen to me. Just because
you want me to listen to you now.
Because I understood what you said.
I just embarrassed you in front of 300 people. And you want me to listen to you? No, thanks. Go talk to children or something. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I clarified.
You contradicted yourself. You didn't clarify anything.
I didn't. If anything that I see...
I didn't. Yeah, you did. We just showed.
Anything that we see in nature is natural. Mathematics is natural because It's in nature.
You
I
see
it.
mathematics.
Hold on. Can you show me information?
Sure. Open a book. Man made it. It's
I
natural.
opened a book, and what I saw, this was John's.
It's in our
Yeah,
realm.
you know, you're
what's
still
unnatural?
talking.
You know what's supernatural?
You're still talking.
Orco.
You're still talking. So
because you want to
yeah,
finish.
because you just want to be the only person talking. I heard you open a book. I opened the book and I saw ink and paper.
Correct.
Well, that's not information. It's ink and paper.
Let me ask
He
you
said
something. Is a
No,
nest
you're not
supernatural?
addressing us.
Is a bird nest?
You're getting
is a bird
really
nest
quickly
supernatural?
irritating, Anon. You're doing what Tim Osmond did yesterday, completely ignoring the point, hand wave dismissal after a short pause, then you move on. You're not acknowledging what we're saying. You're not admitting that you've contradicted yourself. You're just rumpusing.
I have not. What I'm
now you're
telling
doing
you
it
is
again.
if you
I haven't
look at
finished.
A nest, if you look at a bird's
Yeah, I haven't
nest,
finished.
it's
Anon,
natural.
you're getting really irritating. You're like a petulant child. You are worse behaved than the child that was on.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, can you show me information? Not paper and ink. This was what John opened with. You just talked over it.
Are you ready? Okay. A bird knows how to make a nest. It has that information. Is it natural? Yes. Is a bird nest natural? Yes.
Sorry.
You said math
Just because
was
it's more
natural.
complex,
Can you show us
just because it's
number
more
5?
complex doesn't make it any less natural. A bird's nest is natural. A rat hole is natural. The information was passed on from a mama rat to a baby rat. That you need to cut. You need to make holes.
Okay,
That's
heard.
information.
I
Is
heard.
Is a rat
I heard.
natural? Yes.
Shut up! You don't have to keep saying it's information, it's natural, it's information, it's natural 16 times. We heard the
Then
first
get it through
time.
your head.
Yeah. Now, can you tell me how I can measure, weigh, or whatever I'm going to do with the information about bird's nests from a bird?
You can't talk to a bird. If you could talk to a bird, maybe you could.
So do you want to tell me or show me where I get information then? Because so far, it seems like something pretty ethereal, doesn't it?
It's
I hate to say this,
ethereal,
but I don't even
it's
think you really
still
truly
natural.
understand.
Sorry, you're not showing it me. You're saying it's natural. What's natural? What is this information?
Information.
Yeah, what is it? Do you want to show it me? Can we weigh it? Can I measure its calorie count?
Just depends on how you format it. If you write it in binary, sure, I can show it to you.
Yeah, we've
If you
gone over
wanna
this
do it
as
in
well.
Bird's tweets,
We've
I can
covered
show
this.
It. Let me finish.
We've
You're
covered it.
rumpusing me.
Yeah, because we've covered this already. You just didn't listen because you couldn't shut your mouth. Yeah, that would be paper and ink, wouldn't it, Anon? Like a bird's nest isn't information, it's a bird's nest. A book is paper and
Or a
ink. Not information,
bird
my friend.
chirp.
So, are you ever going to
Bird.
concede that information is ethereal? Or, to put it in another word, supernatural?
It's not supernatural. It's
So-
natural. I see it in nature all the time.
So show
It's
it
ethereal,
me.
Sure, it's not
So
physical.
show it
It doesn't
us.
have a spin. It doesn't have magnetism.
So
but
what
it's
you're telling us
natural.
what it doesn't have, and you're sidestepping it constantly. Show it us then. Don't tell us what it hasn't got. Show it to us.
Show you information.
Yeah.
We're exchanging information right now. Look at it.
Oh, really? We are discussing information. Well, can you show me it? Show me the
Like with your
information we've
eyes?
just. Show
I'm
me
showing
the
it to you with your
information that's just
ears.
been
Listen.
discussed between us beings.
Can I say something real quick?
Not until he concedes.
Non?
Why?
I'm not going to concede that information is unnatural. That's absurd.
Well,
notion.
show it us then.
You-
Show us
you're
some
all-
physical, natural information then, Anon, or concede that it bloody isn't. You can't give me a calorie count for it,
Two
or a
birds
weight
are
for
chirping
it.
and they're talking. That's natural.
They're all
We're
beautiful
exchanging information.
creations.
Show me instinct.
Yeah, that's a good one. Can you share us
I
instinct?
can't show it to you. It's
Oh,
natural,
really?
however.
So it's not
Just
real then? So it's
because
not
I can't
natural?
show
So
it
it
to
doesn't
you
exist
doesn't
then,
make it
Anon?
unnatural.
Yeah, so it's unnatural. Sorry, unnatural. You think instinct is unnatural?
No, because you don't listen. I said just because you can't look at it doesn't make it unnatural.
Sorry, instincts
are
instinct
natural.
is definitely natural.
It's in nature.
Yeah, instinct's definitely natural. Now maybe you could show me some instinct, please.
Just because you can't see it doesn't make it unnatural.
So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight.
So
let
if
me
you're
just
blind,
get this straight.
everything is unnatural.
Just because
if you
we
can't
see it,
you're totally running around unnatural.
Okay, so unicorns, just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not natural or not. That's your argument. Do you see how stupid that argument is?
Yeah, it's your argument.
Yeah,
not mine.
I'll just repeat back
Correct.
what you just said,
stupid.
if you can shut up long enough. Just because they're not real doesn't mean they're not natural. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not natural. So unicorns are real by that standard, aren't they, Anon?
This
just
is
you
your
can't see
standard.
them,
How dare you flip that on me?
Well, you're the one who said it.
You, just because you can't see it doesn't make it unnatural. So now you're talking about a blind person touching a unicorn fart. No, because unicorn farts doesn't exist. Regular unicorns don't exist.
Did I just hear an atheist? Did I just hear an atheist say you can believe in something you don't see?
Yeah,
I'm not an atheist, you goofball. I just don't believe in Jesus. There's a difference being atheist and believing in an organized religion like man.
If you don't believe in Jesus, that he ever existed, why do you spend your whole time bashing him?
Because I have zealots on the show and all the people
no, you don't
think
bash the zealots. You're bashing
zealots is because of you people.
Then bash the zealots. But why are you bashing Jesus?
The only thing
I am bashing the zealots. You and John.
Well, then you called John Jesus.
Religious zealots.
Yeah. The only thing he's bashing is coherence. That's all he's bashing here. He said he's seen math in nature. Can you show us math in nature? He said this before I wrote it down. Show us math. I'm looking outside now. I want to see a friggin' equation fly by. No equations.
That is a non sequitur. You can't have an equation fly by. What I'm telling you
you said math exists in nature.
Mathematics is created by man. Therefore, it's natural.
And it's not natural.
It's in the natural world.
By definition.
What is unnatural is
then it's not natural by definition. You said math is natural.
I see it in nature. It's natural. I see
it in nature.
It's
where is
in
it?
our
Show
world.
us a picture of it.
What is unnatural is a guy flying into the sky after he was dead. That's unnatural.
Show us a picture of mathematics in nature.
Show me a picture of a guy that rose from the dead and fly out of the sky.
Anon, is an iPhone natural?
Is it in nature? Do I see
it? Is an iPhone natural?
It doesn't grow out of a tree. It doesn't grow. It's not natural, but also it's not supernatural.
But it's made by man, though. So
it's
same as mathematics.
Something that we see all the time.
Same as mathematics.
What is considered supernatural is something that you don't see. And it
just keep saying the same fucking thing 5 times.
Yeah.
I'm going to eject you if you do that again, Anon. If you just keep saying the same thing 5 times so no one else can address you, I'm going to kick you out. You're becoming really annoying. Yeah, we heard you the first time. Don't need to say it 6 times each time you make a statement so no one can address you. Yeah? We heard it the first time. Shall I do what you're doing and just say the same thing over and over and over again?
Yeah, he's like a baller.
You guys do actually.
Tourette's.
Hey, Nan, the claim of Jesus is that he was God in human. So he's God and natural. And the eyewitnesses say he ascended into heaven. So if he's supernatural, embodying a natural, that is not a contradiction because he's just not a human who's violating natural laws. Can I finish? So if Jesus was just a normal man, you'd be right. But if he claims to have existed before he took the body, and he came here and took a body, and he breaks the laws of the natural laws that people who are made here cannot, that is not a contradiction. And since you're an agnostic, you have to go to the evidence and see overwhelmingly that there's evidence, people, witnesses, everything saying that this happened. Now, you can either say, I believe it or not, but you can't say it can't happen if Jesus indeed is God in human form. Then he can violate any part of the natural world.
Can I talk now? Okay, so a whole bunch of people saw David Blaine or David Copperfield or any other magician or any other deception. Just because a bunch of people saw it and they were idiots from 2,000 years ago and they wrote it down doesn't make it real. And if you believe it, that's your problem, not mine. I'll go on mute.
I think we're getting off topic here,
question.
Nathan.
You didn't
Nathan,
answer
just
my
hold on a
question.
second. Hold on a
I'll go
second.
on mute. You guys talk about your Jesus.
You didn't answer my question. I said if
Oh,
Jesus'
God.
claim is that he's God in a human body, then he's not violating anything because he's God.
Yeah, same with David Blaine.
No, David Blaine's
Yeah,
not
he's
God.
on his
He's
David
using a
Blaine
trick.
stuff. We're getting off topic. This topic started with his belief or disbelief in the supernatural. He hasn't conceded it yet. We already exposed him. Now he must concede or show us equations in nature. I want to see mathematics in nature.
Hey, I saw David Blaine bring the pigeon
Here we
Lazarus
go with
back
the
to
David
life.
Blaine
I saw him.
stuff, right?
There was a dead
He's-
pigeon. He picked him up, and all of a sudden the pigeon flew again.
This is
So I'm gonna
diversion,
believe
red
in
herring
David
fallacy.
Blaine. That's why I believe in David Blaine is my God.
Red herring fallacy. We don't care about David Blaine. You said you don't believe in the supernatural.
Fallacy. I don't care about your fallacy.
God.
Did that pigeon go through a crucifixion?
Oh,
I have a Jesus
Lazarus
question.
didn't get crucified.
no, we're not having any other questions. We want to get back to the topic where Anon said he didn't believe in the supernatural, right?
I'm done talking to you, condom replacer. I'm seriously
Yeah,
done.
right. Just name
I
calling
piss
like
off
in
Nathan
second
and he's
grade.
gonna
Go
get
back
kicked.
to
He's gonna
romper
kick
room,
me
son.
because I pissed your daddy
You're
off.
like a
Okay,
baller.
have fun, guys.
You're like
I'll
a
go on
baller.
mute.
You contradicted yourself in front of hundreds of people, right?
Annoyed that you keep saying the
Hundreds
same
of
thing over and
people
over again.
know that you're a zealot and they understand
they
what I'm saying.
do.
Just because
How
you and
do
the
you know
hosts
that?
like to yell at me doesn't mean shit.
do you
Yeah,
know
hundreds
that?
of people saw
Hundreds
right
of
through
people?
you.
Really? How do you know that?
We'll just let them decide for themselves.
Boom,
sir.
roasted.
What, you got divining powers now? Are you some type of diviner of other people's thoughts? You tried carnival as a vocation. Right? Let's get back to the supernatural. Remember? Above the natural. We already
I'm
established
done
the
talking to you,
truth,
condom
logic.
replacer.
We already established the truth, logic, information, time, thoughts, and math exist. They don't have any chemical formula, structure, charge, mass, or spin, or any energy, kcals, kilojoules, or millielectron volts, making them supernatural, immaterial by definition.
And with that, I'll say if you are watching this on the Nathan Oakley premiering stream, then stay tuned as there will be an after show to follow. However, if you're watching this live on Nathan Oakley 1980, unfortunately this is where we bid you farewell. A massive, huge, enormous thank you to all of today's debating panel for making this live debate possible, and of course a massive thank you to all of you in the live audience for tuning in. If you need to keep yourself occupied after this stream is over, then go to nathanoakley.com and check out the Flat Earth Debate Forum to keep up to date with the community debate. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay tuned if you're watching on Nathan Oakley.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!